Right, what we're going to do here at FoneFunShop, we're going to give you a quick guided tour on our NSPro box. We launch the software, which it looks like this. We've got our phone models to select. Yeah, so first of all, we'll do a quick example. We'll select Samsung D500. You've got all different tools here. Get info, which will read the info of the phone. Locks, go to support area, click that, take you to support area. Yep, let's close that. Right, you've got services where you can do resets, camera reset, WAP reset, etc. You've got about the software, you've got unlock, you've got right eye, and you've got flashing. Yeah, always tells you at the top here how to connect your phone. So no battery on the phone, use your D500 cable. If you want to do a web search for D500, just click that. What it does, it opens Google and does a search on D500. Alright. Also, you've got a link to the NS Team website to download updates as well. Right. So if we go to flashing, what D500 is what you call a Swift type phone. Right. So the baud rate is the speed. Always have it on the highest speed. Yep. The mode is bin TFS, bin only, TFS, full flash, EROM. This full flash and EROM are new files from the NSPro support area, or the bin and TFS, which are original Samsung files. So if I get an original Samsung file, let's go to our support area, flash files, Samsung, get some D500. Right. What I'll do, I'll just unzip that onto my desktop. Yeah. Right. Because I've selected bin and TFS, I need to load a bin file. So I'd open the folder, go to my desktop. You see the bin is the CLA file. Press open. It's loaded that file in. TFS file, same again. Picks the TFS file. So I've loaded my two flash files in, but there's more than two files that comes with a pack. Just leave them, because there's like your config files, tells it how to flash the phone basically. Yep. So I'm going to flash the bin and TFS on this phone, and all I do at that stage is press right. Yep. So basically that's how to flash a D500 or any Swift type phones. Yeah, if we select a non-Swift type phone, which would be, say, a Samsung E900. Yep. Same again, it tells you this time it wants the battery on the phone and which cable to use. Yep. You've got all the options. Just let me delete these flash files. You've got all the same options again, but I want to get your E900 flash file. E900. I'll extract that onto my desktop. Right, that's the E900 flash. Right, so if I went to flashing on the E900, you've got these options here. You've got contents, read or flash. Right, you've got your baud rate again, which is your speed. Tend to try and have it on the highest first. If you do get errors, just slow it down a little. Right, you've got USB mode. That means you can flash with your USB cable that you get with the phone, or you've got default mode. Default mode means it's going to flash through your box. Right. So we load the flash file in, press open. You can see it likes the flash file. Open that flash file, and that's it. Yeah, always leave it on differences only, and if you upgrade the firmware, it'll upgrade all the firmware. Repair mode, what that does, that erases the phone and then write to it, so it's a lot slower process, but you can try that. If it's a damaged phone, format file system, that'll be highlighted when it's the correct phone type, and no retries. If it gets an error, it won't retry, but what to do is leave that off and let it auto retry. Yep. And then basically you just press right. But basically that's how to use the NSPro. It's quite easy tool. Yeah. Say for your Samsung Z series, when you select that, it tells you battery on, which cable. Yep. And you've got info, lock and services are grayed out because them services aren't supported yet. But for unlocking on a Z series, when you plug the phone in, Windows will detect a new device. If you go to control panel, go into modems, have a look at your modems, look for a Samsung CDMA. Yeah, I haven't got a phone plugged in at the moment, but I have done in the past. There you can see the modems installed, and what that'll do, that'll have a ComSport number at the side of there. If you for any reason got two CDMA modems, remove one. Yeah, always remove the not present one. I can just remove that now. Then next time I plug a Samsung phone in, it'll redetect and install the CDMA modem. And then you just press unlock, because what it does, it unlocks Z series phones through the modem on the phone. and there's a lot of Z series phones it supports. So a lot of them you can't lock and you can't use services on. There we've got one Z500, we can get info on that one and lock it, but we ain't got services. So always make sure you got latest version, because it will do updates. But basically it does a few LG phones as well, and Sanyo 750. Basically they are Samsung software inside these phones. But really that's how you use your NSPro, which you purchase from FoneFunShop.